In this video, we will go over the roles and permissions on Noona. So starting on your calendar, you're going to want to move over to Settings. That's here in the left corner if you're on your computer. But if you're using the app on your phone, for example, or an iPad, it will be in the three stripes in the right corner. You move over there to the three dots up in the right corner and open Settings from there. And in both cases, you'll want to move over to Roles. So automatically, when you start with Noona HQ, you will have an owner and a staff member, and you can choose between. But you can always add new roles. For example, here I've created a bookkeeper, specific role for that. And you can have as many roles as you want. Just click new role, add the name, and add which existing role you want to base it upon. And if you have any specific users in mind that you want to automatically assign to this role, you can do so and then save. But right now we're just going to look at the permissions for each role. Now, most of the permissions have to do with the calendar and the clients. And here we have, as we can see, most options. So we're just going to quickly go through those. Here, under some of these, you have a little question mark. That means that by removing or adding this role, you will automatically add or remove some other roles. So for example, you can view all calendars. This will automatically, if I remove that, automatically take, for example, can manage all appointments and can manage all block times. And adding it back in will not automatically add these two back. And so the question marks are great if you're wondering anything more about each permission. And for the owner, all of these have to be checked, but if you have a staff member and any role you create, you can select them however you want. So can view all calendars, that means that you can view your own as well as your coworkers. Same goes for the clients. So if I want to see the names of all the clients, I will check here. This is usually we have like all appointments and then below own appointments. So kind of you can always decide if a staff member should just have their own calendar where they can view everything, or if they should be able to see the same for everyone. Block times, appointments, notifications, just with new incoming appointments, the waitlist and memos. So if staff members should be able to create bookable resources, or if they should be able to change or create new services. And then the no-show claims, if they should be able to create those. The no-show claims are currently only available in Iceland, but yeah, so this is only necessary if you have that activated. Now for the clients, you can, here again you have all clients, and unclicking this will automatically remove that they can view and manage their contact information and their personal identification numbers. So this is just how much information about each client a staff member should see, depending on if it's their own client or if it's someone else's client. And here are the event notes and attachment. Those are the ones that are located. So if I open up this appointment, here we can have the client notes, and then here are the event notes on the right side. So continuing on here, at the bottom we have the SMS messages and some additional permissions. Now, users, this means if each staff member should be able to invite new staff members, or if that's something that only the owner should be able to do. If you have the POS system, here are a few rules regarding the sales and reports. So how much information about those the staff member should be able to see. This often depends on whether or not the staff member is creating their own invoices or if they are just creating invoices on behalf of the company. Here you can select if a staff member should be able to create, edit, or delete a new outlet that is connected to your company. And at the bottom, we have the settings. So can manage role and permission. That's what we're doing right now. The calendar settings, so when you open or close. Online booking settings, so maybe how many days in advance clients can book or cancel or anything like that. The subscription you're in, the POS settings, so the social identity number that the invoices are going to. If you have check-in, then this is important. And then there are a few sections that you can require a PIN entry for. So for example, in the POS system, you can require a PIN entry for the reports and other stuff like that. So here you can decide if you want your staff members to be able to edit those. And that is all of the roles and permissions. Of course, each and every one of them can be a bit confusing, so you just send us a message if you have any questions.